Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how to do an intro today. I feel very uncomfortable right now and just like don't even want to be filming this because I don't want to talk about my feelings and what's been going on and all of that. And I'm just terrified. I'm terrified of this and I'm terrified of just everything. But I really wanted to make a video because obviously I have deleted all of my social media accounts and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys and just wait for the moment where I felt like I had the strength to get on camera and really talk to you guys in a way where I was a little bit more level-headed and together about why I did that, what's going on in my personal life. I know that there are a ton of questions, speculations, rumors, all of that. And I just wanted to get on here and just have some open communication with you. So I just want to start off by saying this video might be the biggest mistake of my entire career, but that's okay. As Kurt Cobain said, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not. It's so silly, but I live by that quote. I think it's very powerful. So I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because I have had so many people tell me to just not address anything, not talk about anything, don't talk about your feelings, don't open up about anything, just move on, be a CEO, be a boss ass bitch, let everything blow over. And I am totally not listening to any of those people. I just keep thinking I built my entire career on my relationship with you guys. And that relationship is so important to me. And I said it on the phone a week and a half ago, very upset, very different tone of voice, looking very different than I do right now. I said, would you have some sort of conflict with someone that you love, with a friend, and then just let it blow over and just let them forget about it? Is that a good friend? I don't think so. I love these people. I love you guys, and I value the friendship that I have built with you. You guys have been through so much with me. You've been through my anxiety, my depression. I opened up about, my abusive relationship in the past. I talked to you guys about my divorce. You guys have gone through so much with me, and I'm not going to all of a sudden not talk to you about something. So although there's been many people who have advised me just not to say anything and just shut my mouth and just zip it up, I just can't do that because my relationship with you guys is more important than you honestly understand. But yeah, I'm sure that I'm going to say a lot of stupid things in this video and things that people are going to pick apart, and I'm not going to be my absolute best because I feel very, very, very nervous and very vulnerable right now and kind of weird, which is fine. But when I get nervous, I don't say things the way I want to. So hopefully I can do this one time and not have to do it again. I just want to be completely honest with you guys the way I would be to a friend and just talk to you and open up and be real. And more than anything, before I jump into anything in this video, the number one thing that I want to make sure that I say to you guys that has been on my mind every single day, that's the strongest, most important message, is just the biggest thank you to everybody who has reached out. Oh my gosh, Georgie, always. The biggest thank you to everybody who has reached out to me through so many different ways. I've gotten so much mail just to my email, my P.O. box, just people reaching out to my mom through DMs, my sister through DMs, my boyfriend, just everybody. I mean, it's just such an outpour of love, and I am so thankful for you guys. You have no idea. And to all the influencers, I know that when things get rough, influencers don't want to jump out there and be the person to stand up for somebody else because it's scary and you don't want to get involved. It's you're oh gosh, they're going through hell. I don't want to burn with them, So it's you kind of step to the side, oh, just kind of watch it happen. And I completely get that. But to all the influencers who have just reached out to me, texting me, calling me, just being so kind and supportive, I see all of you, and I just love you so much, and I'm so thankful for you because you have no idea what just a nice a nice little comment, you know, a quick little phone call, a text, a voice note, like what it means. It means so much to me. So I just want to get that out there because it has really, really been appreciated and really helped me out the past couple of weeks. So I'm just gonna jump into it and just start speaking from my heart because honestly, you guys, I have nothing else than just like my true authentic self right now. And this is almost like a video diary, like a video journal, because it's just like it's too much, right? Like it's too real. Like I tried so hard to make sure that I didn't like pull like the beauty YouTuber card and sit on the floor with a hoodie and no makeup crying. Like I tried so hard to make sure like I had makeup on, I had like a cute little top on, had my background, like we're being professional today. I'm just terrified of seeming like a victim. I'm terrified of saying the wrong things, of people just, you know, picking this video apart because I know that's what's going to happen. And I know that it comes with the territory, of course, like I get all of that, but I'm just really scared. I really am. I'm just being honest with you guys. It's hard for me to say that because I'm sorry, guys. I know that I'm not like supposed to cry and I'm going to try my best to edit any like tears out, of course, because that's not the message that I want to get across. But the reason that I didn't film this video earlier, well, one of the reasons is because of this, is because I didn't want to get on camera and I didn't want to sit here and cry and be like, oh my God, like I don't want to do that. But I'm having a hard time controlling the fact that tears are coming to my eyes. But please do not in any way think that I'm doing that for attention or to play the victim, because that's not at all what's going on. It's just kind of hard to control right now. The purpose of today's video is just to get on here and try to get myself back into a mental headspace where I can just get back to doing what I love, which is makeup tutorials. Like that's my real passion. I mean, I don't want to say my real passion. It's one of my strongest passions, that along with developing makeup. I've wanted to create and own my own cosmetic brand since I worked at MAC Cosmetics at Woodfield Mall in Chicago when I was 20 years old, which was 9 years ago. And that's always been my dream. And that's why this whole thing has been so hard for me, because I completely failed. Like, I say it every day and I'm still just like, I choke on those words. Like my launch was a failure. It failed. It sucked. I spent so much time working on that brand. I spent so much time hyping people up. I was so excited and I was so confident. And honestly, I was so confident that I was almost cocky, to be quite honest, because I was just like, this is going to be the best thing that people have ever seen. The best lipsticks the market has ever seen. Like, I was working with the best lab, with the best people. I had spent all this money. I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I was so confident, to the point of cockiness. There's so many rumors out there, which I'm honestly, guys, I'm not going to address them. Like, I'm not here for that, because if I start to address the rumors, I would be making a video that's 2 hours long. I'm not going to do that. I know that so many people have speculations. I did not have a quality control team big enough to handle what I was doing at all. And I totally messed up. And the fact that I had to mess up and show my ass in front of millions of people who love me and trust me sucks. But still, that's not why I like went black and deleted my accounts. It's not because I was embarrassed. We'll get to that in a minute. That's not at all the reasoning. But I just have to say I'm sorry. It's so important to me that you guys know how sorry I am and how embarrassed I am. Like, this has just been shocking. It's been shocking. I messed up in more than one way. I was way too overconfident in my launch, and I was not enough involved in quality control, and I overhyped it for you guys for what ended up happening. I trusted the wrong people. I did a lot of things that I should not have done, and I just feel terrible for anybody who received a lipstick that wasn't perfect. That's why I gave every single person a refund, and people were so sweet, not wanting to accept the refund and giving their refunds to charities and just doing such kind things. It was so sweet, but I just honestly, I could not sleep at night. I could not sleep. Just seeing what I was seeing online, I was just so disturbed and so just out of my mind, you guys. And I'm going to open up later when it's a better time, because now isn't the time for me to sit here and talk to you about what I've gone through the past couple of weeks. But when the time is right, I really do want to sit down and open up with you guys and explain to you what's been going on, because you know that I am the first person I want to make everybody feel like they're not alone, like they have a safe place to come to talk to me, to be here on my channel, you know, to be a part of this family. Whoa, there's a bug flying through my house. Again, a later time. With all that being said, I am beyond grateful for everything that I have learned throughout this process. It's been a rough ride, but I am honestly grateful for it. I'm not going to sit here and talk about every single thing that I have done to right my wrongs, because at the end of the day, it is my brand. You know, everything that I do is confidential. I don't have to share it with the entire world, but just so you guys have like a little insight, I have fired so many people and I have hired so many people. In this past month, I have built an entire new quality control team. I have brought on several different people for all different things. And that's why I left social media. I know that people think that I left social media because I was running away and I was hiding, and I get it. I completely understand it. That's exactly what it looks like. That's what I would think too. But the reason I had to get away from social media and just fully delete it is because at that point I had refunded everybody every single penny they had spent. I was humiliated, I was embarrassed, and it was time for me to start picking things up and putting the pieces back together and rebuilding. You know, as a CEO, as a boss, as an owner of a brand, you don't get to just sit back and be like, wah, like you have to start rebuilding, right? Everybody wants to be the boss. My whole life, I always wanted to be the boss. I was just like, oh my God, can you imagine like being the boss, like being a manager? And like once it actually happens, you're just like, okay, this is not what I wanted. You know, it's like, it's a lot. It's more than what you think. It's not like wearing Christian Louboutin heels every single day and Valentino marching to the office just being like, yes, I run shit. It's a lot. It's aggressive. And I definitely was not prepared. And I definitely was very ignorant in this entire process of thinking what it would actually be. And for that, I am grateful. It sounds so weird, but I'm grateful for the fact that this happened, because I immediately got to learn such incredible lessons on being a boss, on running a company, on how to talk to people, on how to do all of this. And I'm so grateful for that in this process. So I'm studying over my words. My mind is all over the place. But the reason that I had to leave social media is because I was sitting on the couch one night and I was just driving myself insane. I was just watching articles and I was just watching, you know, people nonstop talking. And I actually did really good about one thing, and I didn't watch any gossip videos because I knew like there's nothing in there that's going to help me in this or feed me in this. But I was just obsessing over Twitter, obsessing over Instagram. I was just obsessed with all of it. Typing in my name, I was just like, what's going on? Like I just got into this place where I was so clouded and unable to rebuild my brand, unable to figure out what's going on. And I knew in order to get right, in order to make my brand right, I had to get me right. And so I was just like, I can't do this. I'm done. I need to deactivate everything. I need to have absolutely zero power to look at anything that's going on because I need to focus. I am the one who decided to be a big girl, this boss bitch, and launch my own brand. And I need to be the one to make sure that that's exactly what I do. I know it's my destiny. I know that I'm supposed to have a cosmetic brand. That's why I've had this passion, this fire inside of me for all these years. And my first launch was a fail, but it's like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep trying. I'm not just gonna fall off the horse and lay there, let the horse kick me all over the place. Like I gotta get back up. I've gotta try. So that's what I did. I deactivated all socials. I got rid of the apps on my phone. It doesn't exist. I'm just like, goodbye. Like I can't look at it. I can't focus on it. I did what I had to do. My first launch was a freaking failure, but I have got to move on. I have to find out what happened, how it happened. I have to fire, I have to hire, I have to rebuild, I have to restructure, I have to move forward. So that's what I did. I've had several meetings, gotten together with my team, been working on new products, working on new labs. Thank you, God, that a launch that I have down the road is with a completely different lab than the one that I launched my lipsticks with. So we have not had to cancel that. But because of what happened, I do not trust that lab. I have pulled every single product with them that I'm creating, which stinks because my pipeline was just looking so incredible. I was supposed to have a launch about every 6 to 8 weeks for the rest of the year, and all of the production samples were so beautiful, and it just stinks because now we have to completely redo that with different labs. That's where I'm going forward with this, just so you guys know, just a little insight. You know, I'm not going to give you every little nitty-gritty detail, but I'm still going to give you insight on what's going on just so you're aware. But for those of you who still trust me, I am so grateful for you. There's just been so many things that have happened where I have totally like made you guys lose trust in me, and it sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. And the fact that this was my brand and I was so confident and this happened, like I can't even tell you how embarrassed I am. At the end of the day, I have to rise up. It doesn't matter how much I don't want to film this. It doesn't matter how anxious or depressed or whatever I'm feeling. It doesn't matter. I signed up for this gig. I failed the first time. I'm going to keep going. I have got to get back to YouTube. I love it so much. YouTube is one of the things that yanked me out of my depression. You know, the most depressed I've ever been in my entire life is shortly before I started YouTube. The communication and relationship with my followers was just so healing. You know, and meeting you guys constantly when I go out in public, it's like still, you know, I went out, I was looking for office spaces the other day, and then afterwards went to lunch, and while I was sitting at lunch, I had 6 different people come up to me and just say hi to me, and I was like, oh my God, people still like me? Like I was shook. I was like sitting at lunch so emotional. I'm like, oh my God, because like I really haven't left my house the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I'm just so grateful for all of your love and support. It means so much, and YouTube is just such a safe place for me, and I have to get back to it. I filmed a video, actually, I guess you would say pre-filmed, even though I didn't know it was gonna be pre-filmed. I filmed it right before all of this mess happened with my lipsticks, and I didn't post it because it just wasn't right. It wasn't the time. All this was going on. I needed to make it right. I needed to refund. I needed to fix everything. I just needed to take a step back and work my shit out. But I really want to post it for you guys. It's a video that I really, really like, and it's very special. It's very near to my heart. I love the makeup look. I love the products that I use in it. So I'm going to be posting that next because I really want to get that out there for you guys because I really, really love it. I think that's it. I don't think that I have anything else to say. I mean, of course I do. Of course I could sit here and talk for an hour and a half, but I'm not going to. I love you guys very much, and I'm very grateful for everybody being so kind. And also, before I leave, I just have to say one more thing, and that is a public apology to the first girl on Twitter who posted a photo of her defective lipstick saying that it was lumpy and questioning it. And my response, although I didn't mean for it to be at all catty whatsoever, I still did not respond the way a brand owner should. I need a little time to get used to being a brand owner. It's definitely a different world for me. I try to be polite and try to be nice, but still sometimes I'm just like not the way I should be, and I'm out of line. And I was out of line, and I reached out to her directly and apologized to her, and she was very sweet for accepting my apology. But still, just publicly, I want to say that that wasn't cool for me to not sit back, wait, see if anything else happened, do investigation. I should have DM'd her privately and had a conversation. I should not have done that. And so for that, I am very sorry, and will definitely be more mindful of that in the future, of taking care of my customers. I am doing every single thing in my power to make sure that things like this never happen again. And if they do, we'll deal with it. But I'm doing every single thing that I possibly can and working so damn hard behind closed doors to make sure that we are good to go in the future, and it is and becomes the brand that I promise you guys. So yeah, I love you guys. I miss you, and I'll be back soon with more videos and do what I do what I love. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.